So once upon a time in Black entrepreneur history, there was an African-American man named Robert Gordon, and he became the wealthiest African-American man in Cincinnati, Ohio, through owning his own coal yard. Let's get into it. He's one of my favorites. Okay, so Robert Gordon was born in Richmond, Virginia in 1813, and he was enslaved by a yachtsman who owned a huge coal yard. This is where Gordon worked as a coal carter, someone who carries the coal from one person to another. Gordon's slaver was so impressed that he put Gordon over the whole entire coal yard, retail sales and all. This made the slaver thousands upon thousands of dollars, okay? It also made Gordon some money too, thousands. It made him so much money, in fact, that he was able to buy his freedom from the slaver, which cost thousands. After Robert Gordon got free, he went on to move to Cincinnati, Ohio. And as soon as he got to Cincinnati, Ohio, he spent $15,000 whole dollars on his own coal yard. Everything. I mean, the wagons, the coal, the bookkeepers, everything. Just to get it up and running. Soon, Robert Gordon's coal and wagons were all over Cincinnati. Okay? He was making money. So much money that he gained so many enemies. Did I say this was in 1847? This was in 1847. Caucasian coal yard owners were really envious of Robert Gordon. So they decided they were going to put a stop to that. They were going to take all his money by dropping their prices so that all of his business would go to them. Robert Gordon peeped their game, and he outsmarted them. Robert Gordon knew a lot of biracial people who could pass for white. So he hired them. He hired them to go get all the coal from the coal yards owned by Caucasians, since they dropped that coal so cheap. Bring it back to him so he can resell it. And that's what they did. By the next year, the Caucasian coal owners had hardly no coal left. That's because Robert Gordon bought it all. When it was time to sell, he raised the price so high. He sold it for more than coal had ever been sold for in the history of Cincinnati, Ohio. He became the wealthiest. And of course, the Caucasian coal yard owners never bothered him again. Robert Gordon had a fine house in Walnut Hills, and he also owned 30 more homes. He was so rich they wrote about him in the papers, child. Even when his daughter Virginia got married, it made the news all the way, all around Cincinnati. Even when Robert Gordon went inside the bank, it was a shocker because he was, quote, very black, end quote. And the cashiers just didn't know what to do when they saw a black man with that much money. The president would have to come out and say, yo, that's Robert Gordon. Give that man whatever he wants. He has triple, quadruple, whatever he's asking. Now, Robert Gordon died in 1884. However, he left a great legacy of knowing how to run your business and win.